Welcome back. I'd be hard-pressed to find a more dedicated and inspirational leader in the world of kids cancer research than Joan Slaughter of the Morgan Adams Foundation. Joan passionately raises awareness about the need for pediatric cancer treatments, and today she's here to preview another one of her incredible fundraising events. So Joan, you and I have known each other for about 10 years now through your big event, the Concours d'Elegance down at Centennial Airport. Today we're talking about Artma 2020, which is your biennial event, but first let's talk about the real inspiration behind this event.
Okay. So my daughter Morgan was diagnosed with a brain tumor when she was 5 years old, and she battled cancer for about 11 months before she passed away at 6, just after she started first grade. And back then, there was not a lot of investment being made into developing new treatments for kids with cancer of any kind, but in brain tumors in particular, there really wasn't a lot of funding. So when my husband decided he wanted to get involved, this was where we wanted to put our efforts.
And when it comes to the money that's raised at events like Concours as well as Artma, what type of research specifically is that money going to support?
So we do a lot of bench science or basic science. We're looking for new ideas that can get developed and then working to push them forward into the clinic as quickly as possible so that they can actually treat the kids that we're seeing.
And I know you are hands-on in all of this because you've been, how long have you been running your foundation now?
20 years. 20
years. Yeah. Wow, 20 years. Well, let's talk specifically about Artma 2020 and some of this beautiful art that you brought here for us today. Saturday, February 8th, so this Saturday coming up. What are we going to expect when we head out to the Denver Design Center?
It's great. So Artma is our signature event. It's the first one we ever started. And so we have about 200 pieces of art that are donated by local, regional, and some national artists. And we do the majority of it for silent auction, and then from there we have about 12 pieces that are in live auction at the end of the evening.
Oh, I love it. So we're going to walk through, you said 5 different areas of the design center, scoping out the art, and then the big live auction at the end. Let's talk about these pieces you brought in. You have this little special one here as part of a new collaboration, right?
This is great. So we were approached by the Colorado Glass Artisans Guild to do a project with the patients, and so we gave the kids a prompt, and they wrote a story and made a drawing of their friend that would help them kind of get through cancer. And then the guild assigned a piece to an artist that then turned that picture into a glass piece.
That gives me chills.
It was really cool.
This started out as a child's drawing?
This was a child's drawing, by a 10-year-old little girl who's in treatment. Her name's Jada. She calls this Hades the rainbow bee.
And
his special power is his tail.
I wanted to show the tail
so his tail goes into...
Look at that. So sorry.
Stuck on.
Oh gosh, that was stuck on there.
No,
the tail there is a beautiful flower on the top.
So the tail is where the treatment comes from, and then he gives you a little massage, and she wrote in her story that his wings get brighter every time he helps a kid because it makes him happy. So isn't that great?
And there's a rainbow inside of the tail. I almost bought that piece for you there, Joan.
All right. Nancy Nagel turned it into this for us, and she made the honeycomb base for it, so that we just think it's really fun. So we have about 25 patient pieces that will be auctioning off this year. So,
and what about this beautiful abstract piece here?
So this is by local artist Denise Livingston. So this is a new technique. She's been actually working with us on Artma since its inception. But this is oil and cold wax, and it's called Intuitive Dance.
Oh, it is gorgeous. And this piece over here really calling to me. It looks like these heavy swatches of color, kind of a landscape view, right?
So this is Sherry Malona, and this piece is called Castle Pines, and it's another oil on canvas, but she paints with a palette knife, and so that's what gives it kind of its texture and depth.
And then this final piece here is a beautiful shadow box.
This is Valerie Savarese. She owns Valkyrie Gallery, and she takes old books and then repurposes them and cuts them away so they become like 3-dimensional interpretations of the theme of the story. They're very cool. They're very detailed.
They are very detailed. And when you go to the Artma website, which is artmaonline.org, you can see the individual pieces that are up for auction, right? And
so
you said the price range goes from some of the jewelry pieces, or
I'm wearing a little bead work,
and above, and then goes all the way up to the live auction. So it sounds like there's some art at different price points for everybody.
There's something for everyone. There's media, any media that you're interested in. We have it all. So it's great.
Tell us quickly how we can buy tickets and how we can get out there on Saturday.
Okay, the website has the tickets at artmaonline.org, or you can call the office at 303-758-2130, and then come on down, 6 o'clock Saturday night.
All right, well, Joan, you know how to throw a great party.
It's so
always.
Fun. Yes.
Thanks for
Please
being here.
Join us. Thanks.
Grab those tickets for Artma 2020 today and support the Morgan Adams Adams Foundation and their mission to fund pediatric cancer research. With over 1,000 guests and 200 pieces of original artwork, it is sure to be an incredible night of meaningful fun. Visit artmaonline.org for all the details and to see which art catches your eye.